Hey guys, welcome to our video. This is John Watts. I want to answer a question that I received recently. Somebody had been sued by a collector and they ultimately resolved the case by agreeing to a consent judgment. And then later they were talking to me about something else and they said, hey, in that old case I had, why would my lawyer recommend that I do a consent judgment? It's a really good question because a consent judgment is exactly what it sounds like. It's a judgment. It's just by consent or by agreement. So as I was thinking about how to answer that, I thought there's two possibilities, and one is somewhat of a positive and the other is a negative. For why would your lawyer recommend that you do a consent judgment? The sort of one positive, legitimate reason is because your lawyer knows that you're very likely to lose. And you've had a conversation with your lawyer where your lawyer talks to you about, look, there's going to be a judgment. Now, right now, as I'm recording this, is July 26th. We don't show judgments on credit reports most of the time, but that could change tomorrow. Used to, all judgments showed up. Now, hardly any show up. But again, the credit bureaus could change it. But your lawyer has a conversation where you say, okay, look, it's not going to be on your credit report. Do you need to be able to honestly answer, I don't have a judgment for security clearance, maybe a loan that you're applying for? And if the answer to that's no, and you can work out a good agreement as far as how to settle this, then that's legitimate. But usually what we find is that the lawyer representing the consumer who comes back and says, I got great news, sign this consent judgment. It's usually because that lawyer, frankly, doesn't know what they're doing, or they don't know how to fight the case, or they're not willing to put the effort into it. And so just kind of like, hey, let's just move these things quickly, just agree to a consent judgment. So I think consent judgments are I won't say 99%, maybe I'll say 98% of the time, are just garbage, okay? It's terrible. You've agreed to a judgment. Again, it can really hurt you in job promotion, security clearances, applying for credit. But the one time where it may be legitimate is when it doesn't matter that you have a judgment, but you need to protect your income from garnishment or protect your house from a lien. And so you agree to a consent judgment and you're paying, $50, $100, whatever it is, some small amount. And it just makes sense to do that. So be very, very careful about consent judgments. Now, if you have a lawyer and your lawyer recommends it, I would just talk to your lawyer. Just, hey, why are we doing this? What are the other options? And if you do not have a lawyer and you're thinking about a consent judgment, just really think long and hard. Remember, it is a judgment against you. Okay, thanks for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, bye-bye.